Talking about a topic that's near and dear to my heart, the stray animal crisis in Houston. You might say, what can I do, or why should I care? Well, if you're not a pet parent, I'll tell you right now, your tax dollars are going to programs to combat the crisis and really could be spent elsewhere if the problem was under control. If you are a pet parent, you can microchip your fur babies, be a responsible pet owner, and make sure they are up to date on their vaccines, and this includes getting your pet spayed or neutered. Here to talk about an upcoming free event is Houston Pet Set Marketing and Special Events Specialist and my friend Lisa Tynan. Thank you so much for coming in.
It was my pleasure. I'm happy to be here with you this morning.
I know the morning commute was a little messy, but this is a great day, a great time to talk about things that we can do to help lessen, hopefully eradicate the crisis that's going on.
Yes.
I know that's a little wishful thinking, but
absolutely,
it can be done.
But it's doable.
It is.
If we didn't believe that it was something we could accomplish, what are we even doing with our days, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and so much of the crisis feels like it's somebody else's problem.
Right.
When you see an animal on the street, you don't think, you know, how am I impacting this particular animal? But one of the ways that Houston Pet Set believes that we can solve this crisis is by putting a little bit of the responsibility back on pet owners to say, what are you doing to keep your pets safe, to keep them from contributing to the pet overpopulation problem, and to keep them out of shelters and safely in your home? And so we are microchipping, we are vaccinating, and we are spaying and neutering to address those problems.
You know, attacking this problem, coming up with a solution starts within your own home.
Yes.
And checking those things off, that checklist, making sure your ducks are in order is helpful and necessary.
Yes.
Talk to us about how people can take advantage of your resources, including this free event.
We are so excited. So we started last year with these free events for underserved communities where there are very frequently veterinary deserts, where people have pets, they love their pets, they just don't know how to or where to take them.
Have the access.
To have the access, exactly. So we bring these resources to these communities. Our very first event we ever did, we were so astounded by the response.
I remember this.
I think 1,000 people showed up and were standing in a line, and so we got a little better at organizing these events, and we do them by appointment now. But they are open and available to any pet owner, and they are completely free, so they can get their pets microchipped, which we will implant, and then we also register. So now that registration is linked to you for the life of the pet. And then we will also vaccinate whatever the age appropriate and species appropriate vaccinations are. So that's rabies for both dogs and cats, and that is required by most municipalities, and also the core vaccines for each dog and cat. And then if someone comes to us and says, you know, I'd like to get my dog or my cat spayed or neutered, I just don't have the resources. If they live within the city of Houston, we can do that for free, thanks to the funding from the city of Houston that we receive. And if they live outside of it, we have a host of organizations and of resources that we can refer them to, including vouchers where we can cover the cost of that surgery.
Lisa, I want to circle back around to microchipping. I know oftentimes when people think of microchipping, they think of dogs, canines. This also applies to cats.
Absolutely, especially since there is a very high prevalence of outdoor cats. Even if it is an owned pet, a lot of people let their cats roam. And if you don't have that pet microchipped and you don't have a collar on it and somebody picks it up, they don't know it belongs to you. Now, there is a common misconception that microchips are GPS devices. They are not. There is no tracking of these animals. They simply link an identification number to your phone number or your home address, so that if that animal is picked up either by a neighbor or by an animal control officer, they can very quickly identify that you are the owner and bring them back home.
Yeah, that is really critical and crucial in getting this crisis under control.
Absolutely.
Is microchipping your pet. Talk to us about your Amazon wish list.
Yes, so one of the things that we noticed as we started doing these events is that, you know, we understand there's a need, and we learned there is such a desire from pet owners to do right by their pets.
There really is.
They want to do everything they can to give their pets the best life. Unfortunately, life is expensive. Pet food, the cost of pet food has gone up across the board, and pet supplies have gone up.
And vet care.
And vet care, exactly. The cost of owning a pet is fairly prohibitive, but we don't believe that people who can't afford all those things don't deserve the love and companionship of a pet. So we have an Amazon wish list. It's on our Facebook, it's on our website, and it just includes food, it includes supplies and things that every pet owner can use. And it's a really easy way to support your community, to reach a hand out to your neighbor, and to show that, Houston cares about pets, but we also care about the people who love them.
Yeah. One of my favorite individuals in this entire world is
you're
right
so
here on this
much.
couch with me. So I'm so excited. For people wanting to get in touch with you, the organization, how can they go about doing so?
Yeah, so our website is houstonpetset.org, and we have all of our information about our upcoming events on there where you can find that. Also, our Facebook page, all of our social media is at Houston Pet Set, and you can find us everywhere. And you'll be able to register. It is by appointment only for our event coming up on the 21st. It's at Acres Homes Multi-Service Center. They have been so gracious to allow us to set up there. The appointments start as early as 7 o'clock. I will tell you, we opened up appointments on Sunday. We're already I think we're over halfway filled at this point. That's how we know that people want to do right by their pets.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely. And I believe this is the weekend before the mega adoption event happening at...
It's the weekend of the mega adoption
event.
It's the same weekend, yes.
So listen, hey, pets are going to be on the minds of many. Yes. This is an opportunity for you to go out and make sure your pet is healthy and safe.
Absolutely. That's the best thing that we can do as pet owners to help solve this crisis.
Love it. Okay, Lisa, thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure.
We appreciate it.